Mike and friends, live forever and it never ends. Mike and friends, on weekdays or on weekends. Is Mike a hero? I'm saying yes, but I never heard the show, so it's just a guess. A show you're gonna like. If you are friends with Mike, he's not just any Mike, he's one specific guy. It's Mike and his friends, they say hi. Hi! Mike and friends, 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 Mike and friends. They're probably friends because they like Mike.
Mike and friends. Hello, welcome back to another episode of Mike and Friends.
The first episode.
Oh, it's the
Mike
first,
and
is
Friends.
it? Maybe for you.
Yeah, that's true. Mike didn't let me in the last one.
No, that's fair.
Really embarrassing.
My name's Ben.
I'm Harvey.
We are the Friends. Eagle-eyed viewers and those who are just listening will have noticed Mike's not here.
Mike isn't here.
No, Mike's not here. Harvey, why is Mike not here this week?
Well, sadly, because we all love Mike. Normally he stands here while we record.
What I love, just quickly, so we're recording. Yeah. This is the first time. That was a goof earlier when I said it wasn't. We've started recording and immediately there's police sirens going
Immediately.
off. So I really hope that it can come up in there.
We've committed many crimes.
That's Mike. That's Mike.
That's Mike. He's in the car. No, it's not actually.
That was a goof as well.
Yeah. The real reason Mike isn't here, he's doing a fundraiser today. What?
Sorry, yeah, carry on.
Why is I finding out fundraisers? It's a children in need thing.
Yeah.
But, he said he really wanted to be here, but the children come first, as always with Mike, he's like...
children come first,
Children come first, that's actually his slogan.
Those who have listened to Mike speak at length of his love for children, and not in a weird way.
No, not like Ben.
Oh, come on, mate. Don't do that.
That, for legal reasons, that was a joke.
Not just for legal reasons. There's no legal reasons.
For truthful reasons, that was a joke.
I don't like this. 5 minutes we've been going. You've already accused me of being a nonce. Anyway, this is the podcast. Just to explain it, we have been wanting to do a podcast for a while. Eventually we sat down. Mike, he came to us and like the big bird that he is, he took us both under his masculine wings. And he said, boys, let's do a podcast.
Let's become men together.
And
that's what we're doing.
And then we did the first thing and now we're doing the podcast.
Sadly, he's not here to turn us into men, but as boys, we will do this podcast. Ben, what is the premise of this new podcast?
Harvey, I'm so glad you asked what the premise of this podcast is. We are going to play a game of Would You Rather.
Oh.
So, each week,
I didn't know that. This is a surprise for me. That's not true.
Know.
Never start with a lie.
Yeah, we're truthful boys. Each week we've come up with a Would You Rather we will give to the other person.
Yeah.
They will then have to answer, hopefully for comedic effect or general enjoyment. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? But then at the end of the episode, we will have an audience member or at the moment just someone we could contact in time, give us a Would You Rather and we will definitively answer it on this podcast here and now. So if you ever get asked it again in public or at a party or at your lawyer meeting, wherever you're going on, you know what to say.
Yeah. So just to recap, so you're going to ask me a Would You Rather. I'm going to answer that to the best of my ability. I'm going to ask you one, which you'll answer to the best of your ability. Then we're going to work together to answer the third one.
Really, it's a good, solid relationship. But before we do that...
We do this in our spare time when we're not recording. It's all we do when we meet up is we ask each other very intimate Would You Rather questions.
It was not a long storyboarding process.
No, it was not.
Before we start, would you like to have a little chat?
Yeah, I think so. Should we start with how's your week been?
My week's been good.
What have you been up to this week?
I'm so glad you've asked, Harvey.
I have asked.
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You've had a lazy week?
Yeah, I've prepped for this podcast. I've been at the gym.
Yeah, I can tell. Mike would be so impressed. He actually introduced me to the gym I use here where I live. Ben travels in. But he doesn't live in with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I can tell you. Have you actually been to the gym this week, or was that another little goof? I'm curious now. I genuinely want to know.
Well, I mean, I've been doing the podcasting gym.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah,
20
working out
reps
your vocal cords. Like
20 reps of moving the mic, 30 reps of checking that
Don't worry, I've got my eye on the recordings.
Okay, you got your eye on the recording.
I'm checking.
I mean, to be honest, we really should say what we've been doing mostly this week. We've been spending like most of the whole of today trying to get this set.
Trying to set up these mics because goddamn, my mic sucks. And also we should probably preface, is that the right word? Oh my god, did I forget to put my phone on silent?
Oh, that's amateur.
Wherever that is.
That's
Don't
amateur.
worry, it won't go off again. There will be a visual version of this. If you're watching it, you're in the know on YouTube, and there will also be an audio only. So if you want to listen to us in your car, if you want to listen to us on the street, if you want to listen to us at a wedding, just instead of the music, if you just want to put it on for your family and friends to listen to us,
I would.
Ask each other. I would.
If I was doing something boring like getting married, I'd plug that brain box up with the soothing tones of two hunks of spunk boys.
I think so.
Just communicating for a bit.
Brilliant.
I will say, if you are just listening to the audio only version, you're not missing much.
No, it's just two twats sitting in a chair.
Yeah,
not sitting in a chair, sitting in two chairs.
chairs.
I'm not on his lap recording this. That would be weird.
Okay, Harvey, what have you been up to this week?
Do you know what? Quite funnily, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Not in preparation to this. I'm just a big fan of podcasts.
Is that what we have to pretend to be now? Just like big podcast junkies?
No, I genuinely am a big podcast. I love podcasts
yeah.
and audio dramas. The one I've been listening to at the moment is, and I really recommend it instead of this because it's great. I don't know if you ever listened to Distractable. It's a podcast by Markiplier, the YouTuber. Mark, he does it with his two friends, Wade and Bob, and each week they have like little games they play, but it's very fun.
Are they silly?
Yeah, they're very silly, but in a good way because they're very clever as well. I don't know. I just really enjoy them, and maybe we'll let them collab with us one day if we're feeling really kind. But I don't know. I'm really into podcasts. I just like listening to people talk about nothing particularly, which I think is why a podcast really.
Boy, oh boy, is this podcast for you?
I know, right? So far, we've been going for like 8 minutes, and we talked about nothing.
Oh, that's fine.
It's wonderful. If you're still here and enjoying it, keep going.
Stick around for the ride. This is us testing the waters ourselves.
Yeah.
We'll see what this goes with.
Yeah.
Should we start with our first?
I think we should. Do you want to go first?
So am I giving you the would you rather first?
Yeah, I'd love for you to do that.
Okay.
We have not any idea what the other is going to ask us. Just to preference that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a podcast first for the Mike and Friends podcast.
This is the first ever Mike and Friends Would You Rather question. And it could be the last, depending on how personal it is. I may just stand up and leave. So that's what you have to watch the YouTube version of this. Yeah.
What I love about this is I didn't realise I was going to go first. And now the more I'm thinking about it in my head, the more it is... the worst would you rather you could have to introduce your show. So let's go.
I guarantee you mine will be worse.
Okay, Harvey,
Ben,
would you rather?
Okay.
Would you rather?
Yeah.
You fucked a goat.
A goat. Oh, that's awful.
But no one ever knows.
Okay. Oh dear.
Or
everyone thinks.
Hey, slow your horses.
Sorry, I don't want to...
Call your jets, young man. You're getting ahead of yourself. You don't know that's what I'm going to say.
This happened on Black Sails.
Yeah. What?
There's a team...
Oh, right.
Have you watched the pirate show Black
I
Sails?
thought you were talking about Black Friday for a minute, and I was just like, what Black Friday deal requires you to have sex with a goat?
You've clearly never been in Aldi.
No, that's fair enough. Okay. Or...
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that you have fucked a goat, but you haven't.
But I haven't.
Discuss.
Alright, okay. Who's everyone?
Everyone
in the like, even people I don't do. Am I like Ryan Reynolds levels of famous, but only for the goat fucking?
Harvey, you're walking into, I don't know, a Morrison's, and they're going, "Hello, hello, here comes the goat fucker." Yes.
Oh my god,
Harvey
that's
the
terrible.
goat fucker.
That would be my name, the Harvey the goat fucker.
Yeah, legally change it.
I mean, my initial inclination is I want to not fuck a goat. Like, I feel like that's what most people jump to. It would be awful if I went, oh, this is an easy one.
Well, I would say the podcast would A, be over, and B, our friendship would be over as well if you just instinctively went.
I think you would be in your rights to end our friendship if I told you I'd fucked a goat.
Yeah, if you told me you'd fucked a goat.
If I told you now, well, I've already done that. I think you'd be well in your rights to stand up and leave. Because the association, it would be terrible. Yeah, I'll show you Samantha, my goat. Did you not meet her on the way in?
No, I just thought she was dinner.
Well,
you probably do.
You know what? Not gonna finish that sentence.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I feel like, am I using protection? Because I don't want goat STDs.
You need to tread carefully, young man, because the fact that you're even asking questions like that.
Oh, I get the option.
Like,
am I kidnapped and forced into a room with a goat? And
no. So if you fuck the goat,
free will.
If you fuck the goat, it is of your own free will.
Yeah,
You've gone on a mountain holiday,
and
you've seen one of those sexy big legs.
See, I don't want to arrive at an answer too quickly, but I feel like I know what I would rather do.
I'm so terrified of it. You see hang on, let me finish. Big, sexy mountain goat, and you're just like,
your words, not mine.
This is your world, and you're just like,
this is in my imagination.
Yeah, you're picturing.
I dreamt of this last night.
Okay, and you're like, well, I'm gonna stick my cock in that.
Okay,
but no one else knows.
Right.
So it's something you wanted to do, but the alternate is everyone thinks you did it, but you absolutely do not want to do it. It will be something you hopefully are embarrassed by.
Yeah, it's just I feel like with the first option, which was fucking the goat, I feel like I couldn't live with myself. Whereas the second option is other people couldn't live with me, and I feel like it's more important to be able to live with yourself. You know, like if I could go off into the woods and live like with 50 dogs, like on a dog farm.
Sorry, where are the dogs going from?
I don't know. I just buy 50 dogs and don't interrupt me. And I go live in the woods and be like a lumberjack. And I think my answer is I wouldn't fuck the goat. I think I'd rather everyone thinks I had, because then I'd be peace with myself knowing I hadn't done that. Whereas if I had done it, I feel like it would end in suicide eventually. Like it feels like, have you ever seen that one episode of Black Mirror?
What happens if you liked it?
Well, that would be even worse. You don't want to unlock those kind of thoughts and fantasies. You got to stay away from that shit.
No. So again, this is a scenario where no one knows.
Yeah, but they might know the second time.
No.
I can get unlimited goat fucks.
Yeah, if you, for you, mate.
I've got a guy.
For you, mate, I'll allow it. You can have unlimited goat
I
fucks.
like that with our RP accents. If people just listen to the audio version of this, it sounds like like you could play this to your nan and say like, Nan, Radio 1's just gone off the rails. You know, like I feel like that's what we sound like. But anyway, bringing it back to the goat fucking. I'm pretty certain. Yeah, I'd rather everyone thought I did.
Okay, well in that case, I mean, I should say with all of these, I am not trying to sway you of things. I just like watching you squirm. And try and come
I'm
up with
squirming.
the answers. So
I look like I'm ready to get out the chair.
Everyone thinks you did, and that means any scenario you have, maybe you could find people who would be able to forgive you in time,
right?
But everyone does think it.
Okay, so I can convince people. So I can.
No, you can't convince them.
Not that I didn't do it, but I can convince people to forgive me. Like in Black Mirror.
I don't think.
Have you watched the first episode of Black Mirror?
Yes, I've seen the first episode.
Okay,
yeah, but there's not an epilogue where they go, "No, that's all right." Mate.
No, his career gets better. He fucks the pig and he gets voted in as like, sorry, spoilers, but he gets voted in. You should have seen it. Black Mirror's really old. He gets voted in.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, have you not watched the pig fucking episode of Black Mirror?
It's my favourite episode of the show.
I watch it on repeat. It's my favourite episode.
I'm watching it right now on my iPhone whilst we record this. I just thought that the episode ended with
him fucking the pig.
Yeah, well, because
no, you clearly turned off.
Yeah, no, I can't say that.
You turned on.
I was preoccupied at that point.
Your eyes were shut.
Well, no, I turned off because I was looking for the tissues. So,
yeah, you just listened to the audio. Come on, just watch the episode of Black Mirror. If you haven't watched it by now, you're not watching it. You know?
Yeah, that's
but
fine.
like he does it, and then he's forced to do it by the government, and then
it's not by the government, is it? It's by terrorists.
Well, yeah, but then he's not going to do it. But then they try and fake it, and the public can find out.
Oh, yeah,
and they're
yeah.
going to kill the princess, and so it's like a really weird episode of Super Mario. And then Bowser's like, if you don't fuck
Carry on.
Yoshi, then I'll kill Peach. And then
no, I want to stay on this improv for a bit.
Okay,
Keep going.
and Mario. If you don't fuck Yoshi, I'll kill Peach too. But then the artist is faking it the whole time. But like He does it, and then there's an epilogue after the credits. You probably turned off when the credits came on.
Probably did, yeah.
And he got voted back in. He's the most popular Prime Minister Britain's ever had, but the relationship with his wife has completely crumbled because he's got a pig penis.
An actual pig penis?
No, not an actual pig
okay,
penis.
right. I mean, Black Mirror, you can never tell.
It's tainted.
So is he now dating a pig?
I feel like we got enough topic.
Yeah, we have. Sorry, back to the sensible conversation, the goat fucking.
I would not do it, and I would spend the first, 10 years trying to clear my name.
It wouldn't work.
Yeah, and if it didn't work, I think I would...
No, I'm telling you it wouldn't work.
Yeah, okay. Then I would go to, Alaska. Where... Do they have trees in Alaska?
I just like that you think in Alaska people are more...
Yeah,
cool
well,
with
do you remember
goat
the Simpsons movie where Homer moves to Alaska
It's
to
not
get
because
away
he
from...
fucked a goat, though.
Well, he has a pig.
I mean, I've seen that film. I'm pretty
You
sure.
don't know what he was doing with that pig. Spider pig, baby. No, I would move to Canada, somewhere with a lot of trees, and I would be like a hillbilly, living in the trees. I'd build a little cabin. It'd be nice. I'd build a cabin. I'd have a dog. The dog wouldn't judge me. Honestly,
fuck you. Actually, the dog would judge you. The dog would know.
Animals judge me too.
Yeah.
Okay,
know.
well, I think I'd move into the woods and eventually kill myself.
In either scenario, you kill yourself.
I think I would probably.
What a delightful
because I'm very
start.
socially driven, but also
wanna
driven
fuck
by
goats.
not fucking goats. That's actually a mantra of
That's
mine.
the one thing I know about
Vine
you.
does not fuck goat.
Yeah, and you know what? It's Mike's favourite thing about you.
Yeah, he told me that.
Not to fuck goats.
Yeah, he said no spoilers for what Ben's question is.
He went, my son, don't fuck goats.
Yeah.
But in a booming voice,
because he's like God to us.
Mm.
But yeah, that's my answer. I think that's my final.
You're
answer.
locking in that you would
not fuck the goat.
That everyone would think you fucked the goat.
I think my reputation would be ruined forever. Though I'd go down history as the goat fucker.
That's the thing, though.
Would I be as famous as Hitler? Would I be the worst person that's ever done anything to an
I'm
animal?
incredibly uncomfortable with the idea that again. We're now comparing goat fucking with Hitler. That
I mean, he was probably a goat fucker. Wasn't
fucking
he?
a goat is bad. Let's just say that.
As is Hitler.
Yes, but Hitler is worse than goat fucking.
Yes.
If I had the choice, and if your would you rather,
I bet he did it.
Hey, I bet it'd be funny if your would you rather is this. If it was a would you rather fuck a goat or be Hitler, I'm fucking that goat.
What stage of Hitler am I?
No, you can't have another one.
Because could I stop it? Could I stop World War II happening?
No.
Okay, well then I would rather be a goat fucker.
Yeah, good.
I wouldn't want to be Hitler.
Good.
That's a really bad reputation.
Oh, well.
I'd argue that's the worst reputation you could have.
Well, let's think about this. Let's be civilized. Let's be gentlemen.
About Hitler?
No, about goat fucking.
About goat
please.
fucking. Okay. I don't know if I can be civilized about either.
So, if you went off to the woods, everyone would still be going, you know that Harvey guy?
We'd vanish. There'd be people with torches and pitchforks.
You know that Harvey guy? You know he fucks goats, right?
You're changing my opinion a little bit. Maybe I would fuck the goat. But I don't want it on the internet. I said that. Don't clip that. Don't clip it. I think... No, I'm logging in my answer. I would rather be thought of as the terrible person than be the terrible person. You know? Would you rather be Hitler or thought of as Hitler? I don't know why I'm comparing it to Hitler. I'm just trying to think of the worst thing possible.
Stop comparing it to Hitler. It's
I'm downplaying Hitler.
It's a very different moral problem. Fucking a goat.
They're both
Hitler.
moral problems.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say that.
I've looked at my answer.
I'd
rather. I just wouldn't want to do that to a poor goat. As well. Don't say the goat would enjoy it. I don't want to. I don't think he would.
You enjoy this. I can't speak for goats. I can speak for you, but I can't speak for goats.
Yeah.
What a beautiful sentiment.
I know, it would be beautiful.
What a stunning
Maybe I'd go
sentiment.
and start a goat farm. Just really play into the legend that everyone's built up around me. I'd go own a goat farm. I don't know if Peter would let me.
Are you trying to say that if people thought that you fucked a goat, you would lean into that image?
Well, because you said I can't lean out of
like
that.
a Donald Trump-esque kind of lean into the hate, lean into the bad stigma. Oh my god, and you probably would.
I did it. I had sex with the goat.
Who's this?
I did it. I love goats. I'd do that voice as well for the rest of my life.
Keep doing it.
Okay, this is our podcast now, and then you do Joe Biden, and we'll do a AI. Joe Biden.
I fell down.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, Joe. No, that's a great idea for a podcast. We should stop this one and do a podcast where Joe Biden and Trump are friends and have done a podcast.
No, because I can't do a Joe Biden voice, so it would just literally be
just two Trumps.
Just fuds.
I'll do both. No, yeah, that's it. I would lean into it, but I wouldn't fuck the goats. So I'd be bringing goats happiness. Like, I'd be farming them, not by fucking them. I'd be bringing them. I'd be starting a goat farm, making sure they have great lives. Everyone would think I'm fucking them on the DL. But then the press would try and sneak in to get footage.
So would you be like the?
And then they'd realise I don't do it. You know, right? It's like no, it's not.
Would you be
actually.
like the Hugh Hefner of goats? Like Hugh Hefner has his Playboy mansion, you have your goat farm.
Yeah. I'd be like, and the electric fences and stuff, no one can get in. I'd have like private security.
The idea you just.
I'm sure I could also go, like the way the internet is, I'm sure I could go and find a community of goat fuckers. And like, I could be like the police mole.
Yeah, but
I feel like I could do more good if I didn't.
No. There's no element in which people will go, "Oh, Harvey, you're really great. You've brought down these."
What about the other goat fuckers?
Well, they would think you're one of them.
Okay, so I could have friends.
Yeah, but you're being friends with goat fuckers.
But at least I have friends. I'm a social creature.
Yeah, clearly. I'm still like the image of you coming out of your farm in like a velvet smoking jacket. With
I'm never wearing farming equipment.
With a big cigar, like the Hugh Hefner of goats. And everyone's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He fucks
And
the goats.
yeah. And there'll be a shack that's labelled the goat shack. Mm-hmm. And one goat gets taken in there every day. I think I'd hire like a simpleton to work with me.
Why a simpleton?
I don't know, someone that wouldn't judge me.
You're locking that in?
Locks that in.
There we go.
And
you heard it here. Harvey would want everyone in the world to think he fucks goats, but he didn't.
But I didn't.
All right, Harvey, give me your would you rather. Before you do, though, now, just to let the listeners in on a little secret.
Secrets.
Me and Harvey actually talk outside of being in front of a microphone.
We do.
Every now and then. And you told me... Every week. It's nice. And you told me, through a conversation, that you have cracked a code for writing would you rathers. I just want you to talk me through that code. Because
I'm not sure I remember the code.
Oh, well, then this is fucking pointless. Because, I mean, mine is literally, I just go, yeah, that'd be quite funny.
I think the code was... So I was struggling with coming up with a would you rather. And then I realised I was trying to make it to would you rather this extreme or the opposite extreme. And then realised it was better if they were just not related. So if I can now give you a good example of my would you rather, which I'm very professionally going to grab my laptop now.
Is this the one that you're giving me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
Oh, where's my laptop gone? Oh, it's down here. So, just flip open my little laptop here. Yeah, so I'm... So... Sorry, I just read it and was like...
No, it's nice.
What was I wrote this on... We drove down to Dorset the other day, and which is a place in the UK. Fun fact.
Don't say that as if there's going to be international listeners.
There will be. I feel like Americans... Everything I've ever done on the internet, I feel like mainly my audience is American people.
They turned off the second we started talking about goat fucking.
No, I told you they turn it up.
Well, now you just called Americans goat fuckers.
No, so. I love Americans. I want to be in America. I love New York.
No, carry on.
That's in America. Okay, so I have two that I really enjoy, but I'm gonna go with the more. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. So this was the last one I wrote, and I thought I got it.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, Ben.
Yes, Harvey.
Would you rather have really small hands? Like, we're talking like...
Sorry, it's just so different already.
Yeah, it is. And also, I like, on the way here, you told me, oh no, none of mine are like body horror or obscene, right? Would you rather stick your cock in a goat?
I don't think that's body horror.
I think it's
body horror.
If I had to watch it, it would be horror and body related.
Okay.
Alright, have really small hands, but like baby hands. Like, you know, like they barely work. You know, like baby hands. Like, imagine a baby's hands, they're your hands. Okay?
Okay, I'm imagining it.
Or, every cat in the world has... Hey, stay with me here.
Okay.
Stay with me. Every cat in the world has a really strong ability to show disgust. Right? So, like, and this is globally known. right, that cats are very judgmental now, and they all have an ability to show disgust on their face, like they have really disgusted faces.
Okay.
And also, all cats have the ability to read your thoughts at all times. So if you're like walking... That's the secret.
There's so many ands and buts.
Yeah, but that's the secret. You've got to think of two really weird things, because then you can't just go one or the, you know? Right. So if you're walking through town and you just, you know, like, what's that idea that you, what's it called when you have like really obscene thoughts that you'd never tell anyone you thought about? Intrusive thoughts. You know, you like the intrusive thought thing where some, like Russell Howard, very English comedian to our American. Russell Howard does one where he talks about intrusive thoughts, and he's like, does anyone else get those thoughts where like you're just like making lasagna and your brain's like, what if you put your dog in the microwave? You know, like those thoughts that you never tell anyone you thought, but you thought it. But every cat knows about those thoughts.
Yeah.
And as you're walking by, like you're in town, you're walking by, and there's a cat around, and it will just go. It will like it will just be like. And then everyone in the world knows it can read your thoughts.
For any audio listeners,
you didn't see my go to the
Harvey
YouTube
just went.
I really grimaced.
Face.
I played it up.
He didn't do the sound.
Like
effect.
they like. And actually, as well, have you ever seen a cat like sniff something it doesn't like
yes.
lemon? Yeah, and it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do that too.
Okay.
Like, cats are just fucking disgusted with your thoughts.
Right. Well, you've made a fatal error here in that.
And also, I'm adding a new thing.
All right. Yeah.
Cats triple in number. What? So the streets are littered with cats. There's that island in Asia somewhere where it's like Cat Island. I think it's in the Philippines.
Japan.
Is it in Japan?
Yeah.
And
I think, I don't know.
And there's just cats everywhere. That's the world. So you can't avoid these cats. All right.
Okay. Well,
they're my thoughts.
So let's discuss.
Let's discuss. Because I think you should discuss.
Okay, I was going to say it'd be brilliant if you just, well, I think.
This is what I do.
Do you want to just answer your own
question? No,
okay.
Please. I'd like you to talk.
Here's the thing that I have.
Yeah.
These cats can't talk.
No, but everyone is aware that these cats can read your mind, and also they can see the disgust on their face.
But here's the thing: cats often look pissed off anyway. First of all, I love cats.
I've got 3.
Yeah, your cats are amazing. But let's not kid ourselves. Cats do often look pissed off.
I mean, one of my cats is called Bitch Face. So, I mean, her name's Priscilla, but we often call her Bitch Face because she.
Yeah, so cats.
But imagine that, and then like you walk past, and she goes,
"He's doing it."
Like she does that, and like people know, and that's a bitch face cat.
Yeah, but I will come back to the goo goo gaga hands, the baby hands. But my thinking is just, because everyone has intrusive thoughts. So cats every day would literally just be a cacophony of.
No, it's only you.
Oh, it's only me.
It's only you. Listen to my question, then.
Sorry,
you're the only one they can read the mind of. And everyone is aware they can read your mind.
Oh, everyone is aware they can read my mind.
You didn't listen to my question, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, that is bad.
Folks.
I just had the Looney Tunes theme just playing in my head, just on repeat. That's all I heard.
That's all I hear when I look at you.
Thanks, mate.
It's all right.
Cheers. Okay, so everyone knows that.
There's a lot of bits.
I was going to say, you've added so much lore into this.
You added to your goat fucking.
I didn't add any lore. I just went, no, you can't.
You were like, no. All dogs know as well that you fucked a goat.
I
They really care. They lick their own fucking nutsacks, but they care that you fucked a goat.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm allowed to add shit.
Yes, I did say that dogs know. Okay. Everyone knows that cats can read my mind.
Yes.
Everyone can see when cats get disgusted.
Yes. And they really get disgusted.
They get like
just to show. They point at you as well.
Oh, they point as well.
Yeah, they point in disgust.
Trouble is, I think I quite like it.
Really?
I just find cats quite funny.
But people will be like you go talk to your girlfriend and sorry, Ben finds it really funny the idea of him having a girlfriend.
Yeah, it's a concept foreign, but
even though you're going to Paris with your girlfriend soon.
Yeah. It's a contract thing only, though.
I just call her girlfriend.
Prefer the term lady that I made for
Hi, Ben's girlfriend, if you're watching. The next episode, I'm just gonna have a black eye.
Yeah.
You call my girlfriend at all?
Yeah, that's. I wouldn't do
I'm sure Jeanette's really lovely. Anyway, yeah. No, so you're talking to your girlfriend, and she's like, "Oh, I can't." You go to Paris, but the streets are littered with cats because there's more. They've tripled in fold.
But would they be able to understand me because they're French cats?
Yeah, they can still read your thoughts.
So
Everyone thinks in a global language.
Is that
That's
new
the way
law,
that
or is that just what you think the world works?
Everyone thinks in English.
Well,
right?
I was going to say,
we all think in Spanish. I'm not the only one that thinks in Spanish.
Okay.
No. They just cats don't speak English anyway, Ben.
Yeah.
So don't be silly. They just understand your thoughts.
Okay.
Maybe it's even a vibe. They get a vibe. So if you if you're with your girlfriend and a really hot woman walks past you, and you do the thing many men do, where you go like you make the noise as well.
I think the problem is I probably say it out loud.
You're a fucking weirdo. Yeah. No. All right, and you do the meme. You know the meme of the guy holding the girl's hand, and he's looking behind like. I did the face of the meme. And that's you. But then imagine in that meme, in that photo, there's also 100 cats all going and pointing at you. And then your girlfriend like really notices. And she's like, well, what the fuck was that? What did you just think about that all the cats just reacted that way?
Okay, so my thinking is, and it probably is a bad reflection on my relationship, but my
you wouldn't care.
Well, I think again, I'd find it funny. How many did you say? How many cats did you say?
In that scenario,
in that image,
100.
Are you kidding me? 100? Sorry. Like 100 cats.
Yeah.
Stop. Go.
Yeah.
And then point at me with their little paws. I'd think dirty thoughts more.
Just to make them react.
Yeah.
You torture these poor cats.
Oh no!
They've got to think.
Oh no! Don't do that.
You've got to force it upon them.
Oh no! That's.
But like, people are going to think terrible things about you. Like, if everyone knows that these cats are disgusted, right? They're like they don't realise that the cats are acting it up too much.
I was going to say, do the cats
they
have a
think
level
there's
of
like
disgust?
they think there's levels, but the cats are always just fucking disgusted in you.
Okay.
So people are going to think like terrible things about you.
So
you'll be in like the. Oh no! Don't bring it back to Hitler, Harvey.
Please! Oh my god!
What's another terrible event in history? I do all the time. What's another terrible event in history?
9/11.
I don't know. You'll be at an American. Looking out for all my favorite viewers out there. You'll be in an American baseball game, and they'll be doing the national anthem, and there'll be thousands of cats in the stadium as well because they're just everywhere. I
like this world though. I like it.
No, but they hate you because they're so
true.
Disgusted by you.
Oh my god! So I wouldn't be able to
the cats don't like you.
Oh.
And so they're singing the national anthem, and then halfway through it, all the cats just suddenly go, ah, and everyone can hear it because there's all these cats making this sound and pointing at you, and everyone's going to think, is he getting off to the national anthem?
Where am I in this scenario? Am I in the stands or am I singing?
Yeah, you're in the stands. No, you're in the stands.
Oh, say.
Yeah. The Queen's funeral, all these cats just vomiting on the streets and looking at you.
I feel you are adding more levels of disgust.
No, they're just so disgusted. Okay. Imagine the most level of disgusted cat could be. That's what they're at.
If anyone wants an insight into what I'm like as a person, I did not mind this until you said that the cats wouldn't like me. Like
that was a really cruel thing to add.
Like it's just I don't think I could really deal with the fact if just all cats decided.
I wouldn't say they hate you. I'd say they're not fair. You know, like when your creepy Uncle Fred comes into the family gathering.
Don't you bring Fred into this?
Yeah. But you know your Uncle Fred. You know when he comes into the family gathering and like everyone's like, oh fuck, but you still hug him. And you're still like, oh, hi, Uncle Fred, how are you? And then he starts going...
You give him a little kiss on the lips.
Yeah, a little kiss on the lips.
Like
and then...
a little, hello, Fred.
Yeah, but then, like, as it goes on, he's like, well, global warming's not real. And you go, oh, fuck, we're down this road. You know, like, that's how cats feel about you.
Oh.
Your Uncle Fred.
Oh.
To all cats. Like, when you just walked in my house earlier today, 5 hours ago, when we were trying to set up mics, When you came to all my cats, instead of them being like meow meow and loving him, they're all just like "Ugh!" And I'm gonna be thinking, what the fuck what did you think of in my house? You know? Okay, that's all the stuff I'm adding to it though.
Okay.
There's only a couple things.
I will say, first of all, I love the fact we've not even addressed the Goo Goo Gaga hands.
No, because that would be brilliant.
Well, okay. I think
Trump hands.
Little political.
Sorry, we're getting a little
there.
bit political. I'm sorry. I didn't vote in the American elections.
Let's make this podcast woke.
I didn't vote for Biden or Trump, so there you go.
Hey, good on you, man.
I voted for Miley.
But your vote matters.
It does, and that's why I vote for Miley.
Oh, no, that's fair enough. If I had little Goo Goo Gaga hands,
Yeah, tell me about it.
shitting hell.
Jesus Christ.
I think we're all right.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, we're all good.
I just love how high. I know this is nothing to the audience, but how high your spikes are on your recording versus mine, which are little baby spikes.
Yeah, little baby spikes.
Mine sounds fine though. I can put on my cans to check. Sorry, go on. Talk about.
Yeah,
baby hands.
okay. I'll talk about my baby hands whilst you're doing this. Sorry, my feet are in the way.
Yeah, I sound fine. Oh wow, that's great. Oh, what a lovely voice. Go on.
I didn't expect I'd be the humble one of this podcast, but it's nice that it's turned out this way. Little baby hands. I think
He just looked at his own hands.
Yes.
Imagining them
That's all right.
as tiny baby. Like, I'm not talking tiny like a toddler. I'm talking like fresh out the womb. That is a weird way to put it. I'm talking like newborn baby. Not the ones you see in TV where it's like a 1-year-old pretending to be like those shit actors. Don't know who pays them. But I'm talking like a real baby that has those gross little tiny hands that you could like, if you gave them a mug, they'd explode.
Do I have the structure and strength of baby
Yes.
hair? Oh, fuck.
They're like wet
So essentially, I
noodles.
don't have hands.
Essentially, but you have baby hands.
No, I have. I think.
And your wrists kind of mold to get to them.
I don't care about that.
Okay.
Aesthetics was never my thing. When it comes to baby
imagine, like, no, never mind.
hands.
Never mind.
No. Good. Let's imagine.
Well, I'm just saying, like, as a man, we have needs as men
I-
do, and like having tiny hands could make it feel amazing. You know, like you'd think
Hang
you're
on,
so
sorry.
like
Pause.
you think you're so much better than you are.
You shut up. What do you mean having tiny hands get
Like,
big?
if
Do you not hear how that sounds?
Well, no, I'm not talking someone else's tiny hands.
Okay.
I'm talking about you as a person with tiny.
You're talking
hands.
about my tiny hands.
Your
on
tiny
your
hands.
penis.
Yeah.
My tiny hands.
We make your tiny micro penis feel a lot bigger.
Don't do that, mate. We were having a nice discussion, and now you're being mean.
I'm sorry. I'm
You're
being
being a big fuckhead.
I'm
who's
being a
who's
cat.
Yeah. Oh no!
You know?
You can't have it in both ways. This universe, I didn't have any disgusting thoughts. You're the one having disgusting thoughts about the micro penis that I don't have.
What micro penises aren't disgusting? Okay, many people have them. They're normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe if tiny micro penises are normal.
We've got 1 million subscribers.
Oh my god,
That'd
we
be great.
found our like subscriber
Oh
base.
yeah, the micro penis boys,
You know, just yeah.
or anyone who has a penis.
I regret my statement about the tiny hands now because you took it down a weird road
Yeah,
that I
but
wasn't thinking
No,
about.
but you just.
I just thought that you would feel that you have this grandeur, ginormous penis.
See, I know that's what you meant, but
Yeah.
the trouble was you said
It just sounded
would
weird.
feel amazing. Not I would,
For the hands of yourself.
It wouldn't be like a case where it's like
It wouldn't feel great on the.
I am massive.
If anything, it would feel worse. I imagine the smaller the hands, the less that's happening.
So
Like,
you've got yourself out of a sticky situation.
Yeah.
there. That was brilliant recovery.
I want. Who's the guy that makes water bottles look tiny? He's like a boxer. Mike
What?
Tyson. No, not Mike Tyson.
What is
There's
this?
like a guy. Shaq.
Oh,
Have you ever seen Shaq hold a water bottle?
Hang on, I'll Google it. Shaq hold.
It just looks wonderfully encompassing for the water bottle.
God, I wish he held me as lovely as Shaq holds a water bottle. I got that. Is that
Can't share this podcast with anyone that knows me.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah, I show
Yeah.
that to the camera.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to see.
Alright, Google Shaq holding a water bottle. It's a wonderfully sweet image.
He just, I mean, bringing back the baby thing. He just also going. Sorry, that was horrible. Okay,
What would you do with your baby hands?
Well, I'd use them. No, actually, no. That's the thing. I wouldn't be able to use them if they're little like baby hands. What am I? I'm holding a biro.
You could probably use them as like pointers. Like you could probably like scrunch them up into tiny little fingers.
So I'm just punching my keyboard.
Yeah, yeah. Your hands are probably about the size of it. See, this sounds fun. The cat thing's not fun.
But that's the thing. It's like I was on board with the cat thing right up until you said the cats wouldn't like me.
Yeah,
now,
you're Uncle Frank now.
I didn't want to be Uncle Frank.
Yeah.
I am Harvey. I've got my answer.
Have you?
Yes, I'm gonna lock it in.
He's locking it in, ladies and gentlemen.
I would have the baby hands.
Oh my god, I think I agree which is weird because I was okay with everyone knowing about the goat.
Yeah, but I mean, for reference, your opinion doesn't matter on this one.
That's true.
On this turn,
this is just
the other
you
person's.
coming to terms with this question. I put forward.
Yeah.
I think. You know, actually, I disagree. I personally think I'd go the other one because I think more cats in the world can only be a good thing for everyone else, and I'm a people pleaser.
You fucking. Well, now you made me look like a dick.
Like, for my American audience out there, I just want to make you happy and bring more cats to you.
No, actually, no. All right.
You can't change it.
No. The thing is, it's not a people pleaser because
it's a me pleaser. Would you not be pleased with more cats in the world? Why is everything fucking with you? That's clearly where your mind went.
No, the cat.
Yeah,
The thing is, though, there are a lot of people who don't like cats. I don't know why, but there are. So
fuck them.
Oh, so
fuck you.
So
I'd like to make a statement. If you don't like cats, just on principle, fuck off. Who are you? Like, what the fuck? What have cats done? You know, like cats. People always say that thing like, "Oh, cats wouldn't drag you out of a burning building." Firstly, your fucking Yorkshire Terrier is not dragging you out of a burning building.
It's eating you.
No, and cats. I don't want like cats are like people. You know, they only like you've got like when you go into a house and someone's got a dog, it runs up to you and wants to be touched immediately and stroked, and you're like, calm down. But cats, when they get to know you. They like being affectionate, just like people, you know. Like cats are like people.
You've clearly never met my Aunt Sally.
Well, she's all over you.
She's as soon as you get in the door, she's like, woo!
Well, I mean, if you had to live with Uncle Frank, what would you? How else would you
that's
be?
fair enough. That's fair enough.
Any attention's good attention.
I completely agree with your point. In a selfish way. Because I am going to be a little bit selfish, I couldn't deal with every cat hating me.
Okay.
And I think on the whole, having baby hands...
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, I'm going to treat it as if I don't really have any hands anymore. And
that's pretty bad too.
Well, I mean, am I being a total dick and totally disregarding your point if I was just to say I would ask for, like, a robot hand that...
No, you can never...
Okay, I see. No,
you can have a robot hand. If you can afford a robot hand, I don't see why you can't.
If I have baby hands, do you know how much money I'm making on TikTok? Like $1?
I don't... Do you make money on TikTok? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, yeah, a lot, probably.
Yeah, well,
like $1, yeah.
Yeah. They'd be like, oh, here comes Ben Baby Hands.
Ben Baby Hands.
Ben Baby Hands.
Benny Baby Hands is...
Benny Baby Hands.
Yeah. Okay, you know what?
And
I see your point, and I accept your...
I mean, like, TikTok content where it's like a little...
Where you could do unboxing videos with baby hands.
And think
I
how
would
funny
watch
that'd
that.
be. Because I'd be struggling. I'd be like,
See, I wouldn't watch a baby unboxings because I feel like that's child labour and cruel.
I don't think it's child.
I hate those YouTube channels where it's like people making their kids do unboxing. I'm like, why aren't you smiling? You know, but
I like the video.
If it's a grown man with baby hands unboxing stuff, that sounds fun.
I like the videos where grown men get their children to unbox their Lego and then go, no, you can't play with it. This is for dad.
No, we're sending this back.
We're sending this back. We're sending it back. You've done the video. Now we have to send it back so we don't get charged for this. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. You did the sponsor. Go back to your bopper.
Go back to your room.
Go back to your PlayStation.
Back to
7.
your room, son.
Yeah.
Content man.
Content boy.
Content boy,
That's
yeah.
his YouTube channel. Content boy baby hands.
Your mother and I are going to use the money you've made to smoke weed and roll around in yogurt.
That's fucking great.
I don't
have kids just to...
Yeah, I if it's not clear, I don't know what content people do when they make money.
I don't know how people make money. Moving on,
I would go for baby hands. Baby hands is the answer I'd go for.
Okay. Yeah, I think I think I disagree, but I'm okay with your answer. I see your point, because I do think Baby Hands Benjamin is going to be a fantastic unboxing channel.
Have I rebranded?
Yeah, I think I don't do podcasts.
Unless
you like lightly slap the mic with your baby hands.
ASMR.
Yeah, like
hey guys.
No, you don't have a baby voice. You're not a baby.
I think I'd need the baby voice.
No, that's made it creepy. You've made it creepy.
Hi guys, I got my baby hands on the mic.
I don't like that.
I'm tipping and tapping the hands.
I've unsubscribed.
I'm gonna try and open this can of Pepsi.
I really dislike this.
I can't open the Pepsi.
You're still going.
I can't open the Pepsi with my baby hand.
Moving on.
Yay.
Now we go into our third segment of the show, Ben. No, not Baby Ben. You're not Baby Ben anymore. This world's gone. This reality is gone.
All right.
We've Doctor Stranged it away.
Okay.
Did I use that verb right?
Yeah.
Adjective? Doing word?
Harvey, let's go to the third section.
The third section. My favourite section.
Okay.
I'm going to need you to hand me my phone wherever it may be.
This is the section, and admittedly, as this is the first episode, this is very much a trial run. This is the section where you guys at home, although probably, let's be honest, people that we asked to begin with are going to send in a would you rather, and me and Harvey are going to have to decide as a team what the answer is to definitively answer it, so that if you ever get asked this question by anyone, you have an answer you can get out of jail free.
And all of these answers have been screen tested by Mike. He does approve.
Yeah,
so,
Mike makes sure that we're not saying anything naughty.
Yeah, this episode won't go out without Mike's permission.
This is a family-friendly podcast, you fuckhead. Right, where's your phone?
I don't know, which is really unprofessional of me. So if you can find it over there in that mess of...
No.
Our set may look wonderful, but that's not my phone. This is...
What do you mean that's not your phone?
You've outed me. This is my second phone. So I like listening to podcasts when I go to sleep.
That's got no charge.
No, and I don't. And if I leave my phone running with a podcast playing, my phone slows down. So I use my old phone before I upgraded as my podcast phone.
Okay.
I don't have like a secret love life that I have a second phone for. I keep that in my safe.
You look for your phone. We can cut.
I will.
We can cut.
Oh, can we? Okay,
Yeah.
But maybe we won't have to, because it might be under the big tinfoil.
Don't ruin the magic.
It is. That's not here. Don't look at that. We cut.
All right, he's sitting back down now.
Oh, lovely.
If you've not seen a picture of Harvey, he's a big man.
I'm giant.
He's a giant.
I'm
man.
like, I don't know. Imagine Dwayne the Rock Johnson,
okay,
and then like scale him down by like 7 Dwayne the Rock Johnsons. That's about me.
Harvey, who is our first question from?
Well, this is where it gets tricky, Ben.
Okay.
Because Ben said to me, he said, well, for this first one, let's ask our good friends.
Of which we have many.
Of course.
Yes.
And
we're very popular.
I asked them, and I got such remarkably...
You asked all 7 of them.
All 2 of them. Let's
oh,
not go
okay, all right.
crazy.
Well, I was going to make it look like we had more, but...
And just they were remarkably terrible questions. So I guess I'll ask.
Who's it from?
This one is from our good friend Rebecca. And I'm trying to scroll up to find it because I really rimmed on her. Reamed?
I don't think you should say that.
I did not rim Rebecca. I really reamed on her.
We're such good friends. We rim
on each other after asking questions.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
You and I.
No one knows how we do it.
You and I were constantly, it's like, Harvey...
I didn't think this podcast would ruin my reputation as
Harvey,
a person.
I've had a long day. I need a good rim. Can you...
And I say no.
And you say no, yeah.
Because I don't do that. I meant to say ream. I think that's the right thing. I basically just made her life miserable because I said it was so terrible.
You bullied a woman on the
First,
internet.
she tried to ask me a Dead by Daylight question, which is a video game, and I was like, Ben won't know that. He's a fucking boring person.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
The more this podcast is going on, it's just the more aggressive. I love it. I'm enjoying this.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Okay. This was her question, and I don't know why. I'm just going to ask it. Would you rather...
Wait. So Rebecca, Me and Harvey will now answer
Rebecca,
your
who is
question.
watching this, she demanded I sent her the link once.
Right.
I said it hasn't been recorded yet.
Harvey, what's the question?
Would you rather sit naked on a sharp spike
Uh-huh.
or a pyramid of ice?
What?
No, I know that was my response was, dude, what the fuck? What's the difference?
Okay, say it again.
Would you rather sit...
Why is it naked?
I should go to Josh's questions because he gave me like reasonable questions.
Well, no, hang on. So sit naked on a spike.
Yeah. She even sent me a picture of a pyramid of ice
Let's
for
see.
reference. That's the pyramid of ice.
Okay.
You probably won't be able to see it.
Yeah, you won't see that.
But it's imagine a pyramid,
But of ice.
But it's
But of
ice.
ice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
imagine the Great Pyramids of Giza, but they're made of ice.
Okay,
but
so
like
if-
down to scale.
If anyone's struggling at home,
Why is it with butt stuff on this podcast?
imagine-
It's awful.
imagine a pyramid.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
hmm
Okay.
I've got my eyes shut and everything.
Yeah. I'll fill in a couple of details. It's a big pyramid.
Right. We talking pyramid of Giza big or like?
We're talking a
Butt
big
lens.
pyramid.
Okay.
Okay. And you see that pyramid,
Mm.
and you look at that pyramid,
Yeah, I already don't like
and
it.
you think, that's a pyramid.
I do.
But here's the twist. Grip
Yeah.
onto your seat a bit.
Yep.
It's a pyramid made of ice.
Okay. It's pretty impressive. My first thought is, how's it not melted?
Well,
Is it in a snowy location?
I don't really want to talk about the temperature of
You
my
know,
bum.
I haven't asked
but-
Rebecca any of this, and it's her game, her rules. She's given us what we've been given.
Well, I think we need to interpret it.
I just think this is a terrible question. I mainly wanted to read it out for prosperity,
Okay.
so everyone could see that she's going to be really upset with me for saying this, but that was just a really... And I believe she sent it in all capitals, like, Eureka. That's it.
Well, in that case, I'm going to embrace this with the full
Yeah,
sincerity
please do while
as
I
I
look
can.
and
So
see if anyone sent me better ones since I've asked.
the part about being naked,
Yeah.
clearly that means you got no protection. I mean, not that you would have too much. I'm wearing jeans, and if I stood on a spike, sat on a spike, that thing's going up me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think there's only one obvious answer, and I don't know what that says about me, but I know for definite what I would choose.
Uh-huh.
Pyramid of ice.
I am in agreement.
Because the second you start sitting on that fucker's melting.
She didn't say you can't get off immediately.
Don't do that, because you might have just destroyed the whole podcast if it's a case where it's like, no, you can just get off.
Well,
You can just get off.
sucks for her, doesn't it?
I'm going to go with the logic that she meant for us to, personally, she
Sit
meant,
on it till we die.
yeah, she meant for us to sit on it for a long time.
Until the pyramid has melted or the spike has gone through your
But I would
entire body.
absolutely choose the pyramid of ice, because again,
Okay.
ice is more brittle, and if my cheeks,
Yeah. I wanted this podcast to be so wholesome.
well, this is what it is now. Embrace it.
Okay.
If my cheeks clapped around that pyramid of ice, then that tip's going.
Yeah.
Like, that tip's becoming blunt. That tip's becoming gone. Maybe.
Can you sit on a radiator first to warm yourself up so you
Harvey, how-
immediately crush it? Like, you immediately, like, melt the ice.
Do you think ice works in like cartoons where if you had like a really hot arse, you could?
No, but
just
you
go-
might flan out a little bit.
So no, but again, I think if I just, and you know, hey, if I just twerked on the,
Okay, we're going to move on.
if I twerked on, you will not move on. You will sit here and you will
And
listen
listen to you.
us, because we're working.
Listen
as,
to us. I am going to
we're
word
working,
in.
we're working as a team here, mate.
I just feel like the option is obvious, and I think we still have time as a team to fit in a different question.
No, I'm
if
happy.
you want to stick with this one, we can.
I just think we owe it to Rebecca to, because she might not know. She might.
I could read another question from Rebecca if you want to know shit questions that she sent in.
Rebecca, right? We this is not a personal attack. So, I would say that the pyramid of the ice is the option to choose,
Yeah.
and I'm going to give an explanation for anyone who might get asked this question. I genuinely don't know when you would get asked this question. Maybe like at a christening or some sort of like.
Have you ever been christened?
No, so I don't.
No,
know
nor have I.
I don't know what goes on there.
Let us know
Please
down
write in what
if
happens
you've been
at a
christened.
christening.
Did you sit on ice?
A pyramid of ice.
Pyramid of ice.
We're not fucking around with like ice trays.
No,
A
we're not.
pyramid of
We're not
ice.
pussies on the
I mean,
Mike
what-
and Friends podcast.
Yeah. So sit on the pyramid of ice. I think if I wiggled or twerked, that don't look so disgusting. If
I am disgusted.
If I don't, it's human.
I feel like
nature.
a cat right now.
Make the noise. Thank you.
Yeah.
So if you wiggled and twerked on the pyramid of ice, you're going to start breaking that away, and it's going to start melting. But you're going to have a wet bum. But
Yeah.
I think having a wet bum is infinitely better than a spike up there, because you also didn't say how big the spike is, which means if it's just a spear, that's you dead. It's pyramid of
See,
ice.
but now I'm leaning into this question.
Thank you.
I'm easing down on it.
I only took you
however
minutes.
Oh,
I didn't track how long.
I am now coming to the realization I might rather die, because I don't think sitting on a pyramid of ice would be fun. I don't know if you'd ever recover, because I don't know. Have you ever licked ice and your tongue gets stuck to it?
Yeah.
Imagine that happening, but with your
Oh my
bum.
god! I forgot we're naked.
Yeah, you're not sitting through your jeans.
Oh,
your Levi's.
Shit!
Yeah, exactly. That's terrible. Pull yourself inside out if you try to get off it.
I feel like
A fool.
yes.
This is why I try to lean away from it.
Often, but I feel like when in movies, and I will say protagonist, despite how bad that makes me look, when the protagonist has like a realization and just everything clicks into place. I feel like I've just seen 100 equations in my mind.
You've just seen the iceberg and you're the captain of the
Titanic. I feel like I've seen Ice Age 3, Dawn of the Dinosaurs, and it's the moment where they realise, oh shit, there's dinosaurs here. And it's just like...
What a great moment. What a film.
I basically think that's when the series peaked. But anyway.
I really like the bit with the saber-toothed cat.
Diego.
Yeah.
Diego.
I really like that bit. Where
hang on, what bit?
The bit where he is like, oh, not my acorns. That bit where Sid the Sloth tries to steal his acorns.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, not my acorns.
He says it like that, does he?
Yeah.
You sure you watched this movie?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ice Age, Dawn of the Ice Age. No, it's Ice Age The Meltdown.
That's the sequel, for anyone who wasn't aware.
The second one is what sequel means, in case you're not movie lingoed like we are. And the pre-sequel, also known as the first film, was called Ice Age.
Yeah. Okay. Bringing it back to seeing naked on a pyramid of ice.
Or a spike.
Let's
not rule it out.
Or a spike. I think
we should take the L and just sit on the spike.
Now, I have never popped a little thermometer up my bop. So, I don't know the core temperature of my arse. But I don't know a lot of things, but I don't know if I sat on it, would it melt or would it stick?
I don't think it would melt. If it's the density of it is a pyramid of ice.
Yeah, but where's this pyramid being kept? Is it a freezer?
I don't know. It could be kept in like a desert. I still don't think it would melt quick enough for you to be like, this was the choice. I think it would still take hours. I don't know how quick the desert melts shit. I've never been there. But that's just not true. I have. But I didn't bring ice with me.
No, there's your first mistake. You weren't prepared for this podcast.
Next time I go to Morocco or somewhere else that has deserty terrains, I'll bring an ice cube.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think personally we should take the L and suicide by spike. Like back in the day of Ivan the Terrible. He used to impale people on spikes.
Yeah, but just think for a moment. That is a horrible death.
So sitting on ice.
You won't die.
How do you know? Do you remember maths class when you get those pyramids which are like cones?
No, I don't remember the maths class where I sat on a pyramid of ice. I missed that lesson. I had a sickie.
Okay.
But you probably did it.
Oh, I was really good at maths in school.
Because of the pyramid of ice.
Yeah.
Sitting on a spike, that's one of the worst ways to die, I imagine. I don't know. I've never died. So I would imagine that's got to be one of the worst ways to go.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'd
say top 10. I feel like I could think of 9 off the top of my head, which probably are worse.
But my thinking is this. I'm still pretty sure I'd want to do the pyramid of ice. But we have to come to a conclusion.
Yeah,
that's the thing. So you,
I'm just too willing to die. I think that's been my answer for literally every question so far.
We was go off into the woods
and kill myself.
And kill yourself
if I couldn't
eventually.
hang with dogs.
Yeah. You didn't really give an answer, but you said you were fine with the cats, sort of, because you wanted people.
You said animals would think that I've fucked the goat.
Yeah.
And I said I'd start a goat farm. So all these goats just
my
terrified of me.
Oh my god!
Am I like, I'm like this monster?
They
like,
do think you're the Hugh Hefner of goats.
They're like the goats think I'm the Hugh Hefner of goats. No,
the goat
Marjorie. Like they. Okay, well, no, I locked in my answer. I can't change it. I just terrorize goats for the rest of my life. But I actually am really nice. I'm like that character in like a horror film where you think he's the killer and then he turns out to help you and then gets killed. But like, I'm that guy where you regret not liking him originally. That's me, guys. I'm
Harvey.
the likable guy.
It's Harvey.
Yeah.
I think I want us to come. We have to. I want us to come to a decision because we need to help Rebecca out.
That's the thing, is why she waited me out and I kind of chewed her out for it because it was a personal question.
I mean, the thing is that we say, "Oh, it's a bad question," but we haven't come to an answer yet.
No.
So,
well, you haven't.
No, but we both have. I personally would go for the pyramid of ice, but you are the spike
as a form of death. Okay, let's say,
because I don't think you would die if you sat your bare bum on a.
I just feel like it would suck so bad you'd want to die, and it's like being tortured. I feel like if I was being tortured, I would just like punch myself in the throat. If I
was being tortured, I would just not be. That's just me, though.
Oh yeah, my option actually, I would rather not sit on either.
Yeah, that's.
Tune in next time
for another episode of us just going, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do either.
Personally, I wouldn't do that.
Personally, that's a bit weird, Rebecca.
Boo. Okay. To come to a joint conclusion, I'm going to go for my final sort of pitch to get you on board with this.
Please.
Then you can pitch to me.
I'm
the spike.
desperate.
So here's my thinking. You're not going to die from sitting on a pyramid of ice.
Okay.
No, you're not.
You're
not going to die. You might have a very, very cold hole, but
yeah,
I think you'd be all right. Now, we haven't said how long you have to stay on the pyramid of ice, but she did say sit on. So I'm thinking a sit is probably sit down on the chair or the pyramid of ice for a bit and then get off. The spike, you do that, you're dead. The pyramid of ice, you have a very cold hole, but you're... I should probably stop saying cold hole, but you are alive.
We're going to get demonetized.
You are alive and you're ready to carry on with the rest of your day.
I don't think you carry on with the rest of your day.
Or
I think you carry on with the rest of your year.
I think you probably take a little bit of time off.
Bit of frost damage.
Bit of frost.
My Skyrim fans
again,
out there.
Maybe it's just a thing where it's like, I think you could do something to fix your bum. I don't think you could do something if you had a spike in you.
I don't think you're qualified to make that statement.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're not a bum doctor.
You're going to feel like a real silly goose
when you show me your
when I bring out my PhD,
the Bum University,
which says I am a bum. I don't have one.
He's just showed me his weather app.
That was a joke. Just so we're clear,
we don't have PhDs. Neither of us.
Yeah, nice.
We did come in the top 1% of the UK though when we finished college.
It's pretty good. That's my pitch. You're not dying.
You know what? I'm willing to take the knee and concede to you. No, because like as you've gone on, I think you're right. I think survival is what matters. So yeah,
you're going back to caveman times. Survival is what matters.
And I think a caveman, like the manliest of men, the Neanderthals, I think they would have sat on ice over being eaten by Diego the saber-toothed tiger. Wrapped it all.
You brought it right back. That is why we're good.
That is content creator. Yeah. So I think I would take the L as a man, as a human being, and I would sit on the ice pyramid. I think.
Bless you, my son.
Thank you, Father.
I'm not qualified.
He
to do
did
that.
a little cross in the air. It was very nice.
It felt like the right thing to do.
I felt very blessed. I don't think you're qualified again.
Okay, should we close this with answering Rebecca's question?
Yeah.
Rebecca, or anyone else listening, if you are ever presented with the question, would you rather sit naked on a spike or a pyramid of ice?
Mm-hmm.
We have definitively answered, you should sit on a pyramid of ice.
Obviously.
Feels good. Feels good that we answered it.
I feel free knowing that if and when that scenario is given to me, I will know what to do. Yeah, and I'll think.
And I think that's the point of this show.
I think that is in essence the objective of this podcast. The quest we've set ourselves upon is to think hard about these difficult questions, so when the time comes, you don't have to.
Yeah. Harvey, I think that's the show. Anything else that we need to say?
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm. You want to have baby hands? I want to be known as the goat fucker, but not fuck a goat.
And we would both sit on a pyramid of ice.
And we would both sit on a pyramid of ice.
I like that. I like the fact that we'll wrap up the learnings we had. I think that's all that's left to say.
Put it on our wiki page.
Put it on our wiki page is thank you very much for listening and watching.
You.
Thank you for sticking with us. This is our first week. Next week, Mike will be back.
He will.
It will be business as usual. Mike will be here with his big whispering voice.
It is a big voice.
Big voice. And it will be
it's a very round voice.
Not square.
I've heard people, as someone that's worked in the voice acting industry.
Okay.
Just a quick plug. I've heard people describe it as wholesome. As a wholesome voice. Like the sort of voice you want to read in audio, but like a Stephen Fry.
That sort of character.
He sounds remarkably similar to Stephen Fry.
And you will be able to hear him once again. I know you've missed him this week. Thank you very much for sticking it. We have been The Friends. I'm Ben. You can find my Instagram at @officialkinsman. I don't really have any other social media. Harvey, where can you be found?
Instagram under something. I don't know. Type Harvey and see what comes up.
See what comes up.
Yeah.
You
got it.
Do you want to plug anything else?
No. I probably have a Twitter. I probably have a Facebook. I probably have... What else things do we do?
A Freds.
Go to our YouTube channel.
That's probably the best
if
place
you're on
for
Spotify. And if you're on
Spotify,
if you're on YouTube, go to our Spotify. And they'll be linked in the description and or... the Spotify description. I imagine that's the thing.
We probably won't post anything that interesting. Thank you very much for listening. Next week, another episode of Mike and Friends.
Yeah.
If you have any submissions for a Would You Rather, please send it to either of our Instagrams or at the comment section under this podcast.
I probably should have tagged my Instagram for the questions.
You probably should. I've got it. We're fine. See you all next week.
Bye.